But I want to give you a piece of advice. First, how do you meet that one person who's going to give you the best honest answers, especially, like I said, when we can't really visit? Well, colleges are doing a great job of putting admission panels online for virtual sessions, but I want you to go beyond that. You know, admissions job, I worked at admissions for a long time. Admissions job is to get kids into the school. And while they're very well-meaning in a lot of cases and they are going to help you, they often don't know the details about every single program. So it's super important that you go beyond that. You want to make sure you're in the right place. The best person to meet to make sure that you are getting into the school with the best fit, a program that's going to help you get to where you need to be, is the head of the department you're planning to study in. So if you're planning to be a business major, you definitely want to meet with some professors in the business field. You want to ask questions about when do kids typically get internships? What type of programs are they getting internships in co-ops? How much does the school help with that type of program? Or are students on their own? It's going to make a big difference in your results on how much they're helping you. Also, where are they putting their money? Are they putting their money more into a forensic accounting department, or are they putting it into social media and other forms of new marketing? So you want to better understand what opportunities they're going to provide for you. I'll give you a great example. When I took my son on his college tours, you know, we were looking at biology departments, and biology is biology, right? He was thinking pre-med, so we're looking at biology departments with that in mind. And it always seemed that the meeting with the head of the department was set up after our tour. So one of the schools, as we're touring, my son's getting more and more excited. Mom, did you hear that? Mom, did you see what they're doing here? Oh, Mom, isn't this great? And I think had we not visited with the head of the department, he would have attended that school. But fortunately, we did visit with the head of the department. And so we were introduced to a gentleman who was wearing a pair of Tim boots, you know, hiking boots, outdoor boots, knee-high tube socks, pair of shorts with suspenders, and he had a beard down to about here. Very eccentric, looking for a college professor, I thought. But hey, I'm open. Let's go see what he has to say. But we walked in his office, and his entire office was lined with plastic cubes. And inside the plastic cubes were bugs, because he was an entomologist. So what's the entomologist going to do for my kid to get to med school? Who does he know at med schools? How's he going to help study for the MCAT? How much money is he putting in a cadaver lab? Things that were important for my son's future, for his opportunities. Was it a highly rated biology program? Absolutely. You can find all those ratings online. You can check all that out. But until you're on campus, or in this case, meeting virtually with someone within the department, you're not going to know these things. Because admissions said, our biology department's great. Oh yeah, they're going to help you. Yeah, they're going to help me get through biology, but they're not going to help get into med school. So we found a better program for him. It worked out much, much better. But those are the types of things that you really need to know. So if you're looking at a school, you know, and now we've already started applying, a lot of kids have already applied, which is great. You don't need to make a decision yet. Even if some of those acceptances start coming back in, you know, kids are very anxious to have that decision made. They're very anxious to know, to stop the uncertainty. But in February, that's a great time. Let's see where we're at with all this COVID. Maybe take that trip, meet with the head of the department. And you know what? Department heads are often tasked with retention in their program. It's kind of part of the grading scale for them. Well, if they know it's not a good fit for you, they'll let you know. Because if you leave the program once you're there, that's a mark against them. So it's really important. And if we're still in the same situation, it's a great time to schedule a call with someone within the department. Tell them what your goals are, what opportunities you're looking for. Ask how they help you get there. How many students have been able to do that in the past? Those are things that are going to make a difference for you and your child as you're navigating this process. So don't just rely on admissions sales pitch. That's a great place to get information about the school, but they don't know the ins and outs of every program, and the department head does, and they are going to be able to help you. And if it means setting up meetings with 2 different department heads, that's okay too if you're still weighing those options. And again, you don't have to make a decision yet. And parents, tell the rest of the family to stop asking, where are you going to college? Because that just puts pressure on kids to make a decision. And we don't want them to rush to make that decision. Let them kind of marinate these ideas and decide, when we're getting into April, let's make those decisions. Until then, take your time, make sure it fits right, make sure it's the best opportunity for you to achieve your long-term goals. That's the most important thing. If you have comments, questions, please put them down below. Happy to answer all the questions that you have. Talk to you soon.